Our journey begins in the 8th century BC with the founding of a small city-state named Rome. In the shadowy mists of legend, twin brothers Romulus and Remus, abandoned at birth and nurtured by a she-wolf, are said to have founded this remarkable city. The brothers eventually quarrelled over the city's leadership, leading to Romulus killing Remus and becoming Rome's first king. Thus began the era of the Roman kingdom, a time of monarchical rule that lasted for over 2 centuries. But Rome was not to remain a kingdom forever. The city-state's early years were significantly influenced by the Etruscans, a powerful and sophisticated civilization to the north. They introduced Rome to urbanization, the building of streets, walls, and most notably, the Roman sewage system, Cloaca Maxima, an engineering marvel that still functions today. The Greeks, too, left an indelible mark on Rome's burgeoning identity. Their influence is seen in the city's architecture, religion, and philosophy, weaving a rich tapestry that laid the groundwork for the culture of Rome. Rome, in turn, became a melting pot of ideas and customs. By the 6th century BC, Rome's rule underwent a seismic shift. The monarchy was overthrown and the Roman Republic was born. This new government, ruled by elected officials, was something of an experiment, a bold endeavour in a world dominated by kings and queens. The Republic was marked by social and political struggles, but it was also a time of expansion and conquest, of roads built and enemies subdued. And so, Rome grew. The small city-state expanded its territories, reaching out its influence like an eagle spreading its wings. It was an entity evolving, a civilization on the brink of something greater, something grander. As the Republic grew in power and influence, it set the stage for an empire that would dominate the known world. And thus we stand at the precipice, ready to delve into the dawn of the Roman Empire. The transition from republic to empire was not a peaceful one. It was marked by a series of civil wars, political intrigues, and power struggles. The key figures and events that led to this shift are as compelling as they are pivotal. Julius Caesar, a military genius and an ambitious politician, played a crucial role in the end of the Roman Republic. His leadership led to the conquest of Gaul, and his popularity among the masses was unprecedented. However, his increasing power and declared lifetime dictatorship threatened the Senate, leading to his infamous assassination on the Ides of March. In the wake of Caesar's death, his adopted heir, Octavian, later known as Augustus, emerged from the shadows. He was cunning, politically savvy, and determined. Through a series of power plays, he defeated his rivals, Mark Antony and Cleopatra, in the Battle of Actium, solidifying his position as the first emperor of Rome. Under Augustus, Rome experienced an era of unprecedented peace and prosperity, known as the Pax Romana, or Roman peace. This period, lasting over 200 years, saw monumental achievements in architecture, literature, and governance. The empire flourished, its borders expanded, and its culture permeated the known world. The Roman Empire continued to grow under a succession of emperors, each contributing to its expansion and fortification. It was under Emperor Trajan, however, that Rome reached its ultimate geographical extent. From the misty shores of Britain in the west to the sun-drenched lands of Mesopotamia in the east, the Roman Empire was a behemoth of power, culture, and influence. The Roman Empire reached its zenith under Trajan, stretching from Britain in the west to Mesopotamia in the east. But empires, no matter how mighty, are not immune to decline. Indeed, the Roman Empire, in all its grandeur, was not an exception to this rule. The decline of this once formidable entity was a result of a perfect storm of numerous factors, each contributing to the weakening of its foundations. At the heart of the empire, economic issues began to surface. A shrinking economy, coupled with an over-reliance on slave labor, led to a stagnation in technological advancements. The empire's vast territories required substantial resources for maintenance and defense, which further strained the already weakened economy. Inflation soared as the government continued to debase the currency in an attempt to solve its financial woes. Meanwhile, the empire's military prowess, once its crowning glory, began to falter. The sheer size of the empire made it increasingly difficult to defend. The military, stretched thin across vast territories, was unable to effectively protect the borders. Additionally, the reliance on foreign mercenaries, who had little loyalty to the empire, further undermined the military's effectiveness. Internally, the empire was tearing at the seams. Political corruption was rife, and the constant power struggles created an atmosphere of instability and fear. The empire's vast size and diverse cultures also led to difficulties in maintaining a unified identity, leading to social fragmentation. In a desperate attempt to salvage the situation, Emperor Diocletian made a drastic decision. He split the empire into two halves, the Eastern and Western Roman empires. This move was intended to make governance more manageable. However, it merely served as a band-aid solution, unable to stop the inevitable decline. The Roman Empire, once the epitome of power and civilization, was now grappling with an array of insurmountable challenges. Its glory days were behind it, its strength had waned, and its unity was shattered. The empire was no longer the indomitable force it once was. The once mighty Roman Empire was now a shadow of its former self, vulnerable to outside threats. The final blow came in the form of barbarian invasions. Seemingly out of nowhere, fierce warriors from the north, known as the Visigoths, began to make their presence felt. These were not foreign invaders, but tribes who had long lived on the fringes of the empire and had even served as allies on occasion. But now they sought to claim a piece of the Roman pie for themselves. In 410 AD, led by their audacious king Alaric, the Visigoths descended upon Rome, sacking the city that had for so long been the heart of the known world. But that wasn't the end. Less than 50 years later, another barbarian tribe, the Vandals, repeated the Visigoths' feat. Rome, the city that had once stood as a beacon of civilization and power, was sacked yet again in 455 AD, leaving its grandeur in ruins. Now let's turn our attention to a young boy named Romulus Augustus. He was merely a teenager when he was thrust into the role of emperor, a puppet in the hands of his father and the Roman generals. However, his reign was destined to be short-lived. In 476 AD, a Germanic chieftain named Odoacer led a revolt, deposed the young emperor, and declared himself king of Italy. Romulus Augustus was forced to abdicate, marking the official end of the Western Roman Empire. The once mighty Roman Empire, a civilization that had stretched from the deserts of Africa to the cold frontiers of Britannia, from the sun-baked Iberian Peninsula to the mystic lands of the East, had fallen. Its legions, once the terror of the ancient world, were no more. Its emperors, once the most powerful men on earth, were now but a distant memory. Its cities, once the epitome of architectural splendor, lay in ruins. And so, in 476 AD, the sun finally set on the Roman Empire. But the story of Rome did not end with its fall. Indeed, the echoes of the Roman Empire still reverberate across the annals of history, shaping the world as we know it. The legacy of Rome is vast, its influence seeping into the bedrock of modern civilization, molding our language, law, architecture, and systems of government. Let's begin with language. Latin, the tongue of the Romans, is the mother of the Romance languages: Italian, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and Romanian. It's also the bedrock of scientific, legal, and religious lexicon. So when you speak, you're likely uttering a piece of Rome. Then we have law. The Roman legal system, with its principles of justice and equality, forms the backbone of many modern legal systems. Consider the concept of innocent until proven guilty, or the right to a trial. These are Roman ideas born in the courthouses of ancient Rome that have survived the test of time. Now onto architecture. The Romans were master builders. Their innovations, such as the arch, the dome, and concrete, revolutionized the way we build. Even today, the Roman architectural style is emulated in important buildings worldwide. The Colosseum, the Pantheon, the aqueducts, these Roman marvels still stand, a testament to their engineering prowess. And let's not forget the government. The Roman Republic, with its system of representative government, was an early form of democracy that inspired many modern democratic systems. The idea that citizens have a voice in their government, That's a Roman legacy. But Rome didn't entirely disappear after its fall. The Eastern Roman Empire, known as the Byzantine Empire, survived for another 1,000 years, preserving and passing on Roman culture and knowledge during Europe's Dark Ages. The Roman Empire may have fallen, but its spirit and legacy continue to shape our world today. Indeed, we are all in some way the children of Rome, living in the shadow of its remarkable legacy. Before we conclude our journey through the colossal history of the Roman Empire, let's take a moment to reflect on its enduring impact. The Roman Empire was not just a historical period, it was an era that shaped the future of humanity. Its legacy is not confined to the pages of history books or the ancient ruins that still stand today. It is alive in our everyday lives, in the languages we speak, the laws we abide by, the buildings we inhabit, and the governments we elect. It's in the DNA of our civilization, a testament to Rome's enduring influence. As we navigate through the complexities of our modern world, we carry with us the wisdom and innovations of the Romans, a civilization that, despite its fall, never truly died. It lives on in each of us, in our societies and in the world we continue to build. The Roman Empire may have crumbled, but its spirit remains eternal, reminding us of the power of human ingenuity, resilience and ambition. As we bid farewell to Rome and its remarkable legacy, let's remember to honor its memory by cherishing and preserving the gifts it has bestowed upon us. And as we continue to explore the annals of history, let's not forget that we are, in many ways, the children of Rome, shaped by its legacy and destined to carry its torch into the future. Don't forget to subscribe to Legacy TV for more historical content and join us again on this journey through time. Remember, history is not just a record of the past, it's a guide to our future.